talked about how Andrei Arlovski is a certified and a bona fide legend in the game. And this fight features another legend in the game who, in my opinion, never gets enough respect and just an amazing human being and just love watching her. And even though she doesn't have an exciting style, she's a grinder. She never gives up on herself. Even if she's outmatched, she fights from bell to bell. And she spoiled the party many times being a giant underdog. And her name is Roxanne Modafferi and she's going to be fighting the surging fiery prospect in Casey O'Neill. I'm just going to say this. As good as Casey O'Neill is, no one's going to run through Roxanne Modafferi. I mean, I really am super, super, super high on, I don't want to say it too many times, Tyler Santos, and I thought Viviane Araújo is a very good fighter. And Andrea Lee is a very good fighter. And Lauren Murphy just fought for the title. I know she got destroyed, but still. Jennifer Maia, very solid fighter. Macy Barber, very good fighter. All of these fights went to a decision. I mean, all of Roxanne's fights go to a decision. I mean, she has that wily style, kind of like Arlovski, where she grinds out victories with her wrestling. She's tough as nails. Honestly, a lot of times if you bet a lot of women's fights, and obviously I know Casey O'Neill has been destroying people. I mean, her last 4 fights are all finishes. Mind you, Shayna Dobson does not have the best record. It's almost a negative record, even though I do like her. She had that big underdog, one of the biggest, or if not the biggest in UFC history, against the girl. I'm going to look her up right now. I'm still mad I missed that bet. Against Maria Agapova. But really, she got knocked out by Priscilla Cachoeiro. She's, won 1 in her last 5. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, it doesn't take anything away. Laura Procopio, who doesn't really have that many fights, before that, she did beat Molly McCann, and she lost a split decision to Cara Rosa. I really like Cara Rosa, actually. And then she beat Antonina Shevchenko, who's on paper very good, but she's been kind of getting beaten recently by the top opponents. And she is a little bit older, so keep that in mind. I mean, yeah, it's possible Casey can run through Roxanne. I just don't see a universe where she gets finished. And I mean, I do like the fact that Casey O'Neill, it seems like she checks all these boxes. I mean, she's running through people. She used to train at Tiger Muay Thai, one of probably the best striking gyms in the world, and then she combined it with Extreme Couture, with Eric Nixick, probably one of the best overall gyms in the world, especially with great wrestling. So, although again she checks all the boxes, she's young, she's gonna keep getting better and better and better. She grew up kickboxing as a young girl. I still don't see anyone running through Roxanne, and I'm happy about that. Even if she loses, again, it's probably going to be unanimous decision or a split decision. Most of the time that's what happens. So I just think if you look at the odds, in order for you to get a women's fight to go to the distance, and you're only paying minus 175, that's not a bad price. And if you're extremely confident that Casey destroys Roxanne, because it's always going to be closer than you expect with Roxanne. Even if she, dominates the first 2 rounds, Roxanne's going to try her best to fight from bell to bell. Casey by decision, plus 100. And, you could grab Roxanne by decision at plus 450. So those are the 3. I mean, if you want the safe bet, go the distance, minus 175. Very solid bet. You like Casey O'Neill? We're trying to blame you hot prospects. I feel like as I've become more experienced in betting, I feel like I'm getting better at kind of, trying to separate the hype. Although Casey O'Neill is really freaking good, I don't want to take anything away from her, but I'm just saying that Roxanne has an ability to win these decisions, to grind out these decisions. So, but either way, safe bet minus 175. If you're feeling, if you really like Casey, which I don't blame, plus 100. If you feel like Roxanne can spoil the party again, plus 450. Not a bad line. Either way, I love both of them, but I always especially Roxanne. What a legend in the game. Great heart, always honest. I think her nickname's the Peaceful Warrior. Great, suits her perfectly. Always respectful, and what I love about her too is that she almost like she doesn't like try to like do the whole like Instagram like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look as pretty as I can. She almost like expects, she's like a fan of anime, and she accepts that, and she accepts who she is, and I love that about her. And I think it brings a lot of positivity to people to be accepting of who they are, especially right now. So just wanted to say that, touch on that. So I wish the best for Roxanne. And again, I do like Casey O'Neill. I wouldn't be surprised if she challenges for the title. But I don't see anyone running through Roxanne, especially this is going to be like her last fight, which it very well could be. I think she's going to put it all on the line. I mean, you could argue, hey, maybe she's mentally checked out and Casey finishes her. Yeah, that could happen, absolutely. And that's why it's not there's no such thing as as a sure thing bet. No such thing. So, but I think minus 175 is a pretty damn cheap price to get for a women's fight to go to decision. I know, I get it. It's because of the fact that Casey has so much, has so much fire behind her, so much hype. But yeah, so I don't think anyone runs through Roxanne. So I wish both of them the best, and thank you guys for listening. And this is gonna be my last video for this card. So I'm excited to watch it tomorrow, and yeah, let's see what happens. Thanks guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate it.